hearty welcome to each one of you. We all are from different parts of the globe. I'm grateful for all your presence here. It is with great honor and gratitude I formally declare the much awaited Emergence ISAF's Global ABS Summit 2021 open. Please join me in also marking this as a very special moment for ISAFs as we are moving into Golden Jubilee year 2022. I wish to, on this occasion, I wish to recall a famous legendary poet, a woman poet from Tamil Nadu, Avvaiyar. What she says is, what you have learned is a mere handful, but what you have not learned is the size of the world. I felt it's very relevant to share her poem here, because I think as we are embarking on yet another new journey of wanting to really acquire more knowledge, more newness in our understanding of applied behavioral science, I think what she says is very true. Maybe what we know is very little, but what we need to learn is much more. I also wish to add what Carl Jung has said. He says, who looks outside dreams and who looks inside awakes. I think it's so apt for this occasion. I call upon during this 5 days to see how can we stay awake in gaining insights into what we want to really see into our inner world. So keeping in view of both these insights, I do take this opportunity to enlarge scope of our understanding about the behavioral science and its application. The various schools such as ISAF, Sumedas, ASTA, ISIST, and other institutions have relentlessly worked furthering behavioral science philosophy and practice for many decades. I wish to emphasize behavioral science philosophy is strongly embedded both within India and globally in many ways. Like for instance, in India, we have Yoga Sutras, or we all know there's so much of Western psychology that we are aware of. I also wish to recall our famous and eminent psychologists like Carl Rogers, whose passion was in humanistic approach in psychology, Jung, a psychiatrist and a psychoanalyst who found analytical psychology, Freud, Burns, and our own eminent stalwarts like Somnath, Abad, TV Rao, Pulin Garg, Indra Parekh, who is here amongst us. TV Rao is also present in this summit. And many more have invested long years to study the philosophy behind behavioral science. As we know, all their research work and books till date are a rich reference literature for many of us, many of behavioral science for furthering our own understanding of behavioral science studies in this arena. So now translating the behavioral science action research study into applied behavioral science is yet another powerful way in which all these eminent stalwarts have showed the way forward for us. So be it like human process work, organization development, or transformation work, be it counseling, therapy, wellness, mindfulness, and healing are some of the things to name how we have really translated these studies into application. I also wish to recall in this special occasion, ISAFs was founded 50 years ago. An imagery which comes to my mind just now is how candles lighting other candles to remind ourselves how we human communities represent our collective. When groups transform, they touch others and create ripple effect. In similar way, I see ISAFs has evolved over the last 5 decades as an institution known for its unique, monumental advancements in human process work and its application, in several parts and layers of human society. It also has furthered its work through professional development program, organization development programs, and very special attempt has been made to work with community-based social organizations through community change facilitation program in order to really develop change makers and also invest in research area. I also don't want to miss a specialty of ISAFS, which is also, ISAFS is fully voluntary based and self-funded organization with a not-for-profit status that it holds. Once again, I would like to recognize and mark my respect and gratitude. I'm honored to recall all our founding members on this occasion. Uday Parikh, Pulin Garg, Francis Menezes, Manohar Natkarni, Somnath, Paul Shiromani, Abad, Akauri, Dharni Sinha, Purnima Sinha, and thereafter all the past presidents, T.V. Rao, Uma Jain, Kripal Singh, Sushma Sharma, N.P. Singh, Shankar, Manas Shukla, Anuradha Prasad, Ganesh Anantraman, and Atul, and their respective boards for instilling a long-term vision by building and sustaining to ensure the legacy of founders' vision, which is carried forward till date. I'm also proud to share how our membership community of ISAFS, a very diverse mix ranging from academicians, social sector leaders, OD consultants, researchers, and corporate leaders, to students, to homemakers, taking actually the process work to these various social domains for multitudinal application. I think it's one of the biggest areas of work that ISAFS has really ensured that these different membership community is taking the work and spreading across all these areas. What is next for ISAFS? Before I go for the futuristic role of ISAFS, I wish to recall a famous prophet again called Khalil Gibran. I'm sure most of you know him. He says, progress lies not in enhancing what it is, but in advancing toward what will be. Keeping this in mind, I'm looking at what is next for ISAFS as it shifts its 50th year orbit. As we step into the next orbit, how can we continue to ignite the fire of wisdom and balance? Are we ready to examine ourselves to decolonize our mindset, lead the way, where ABS, Applied Behavioral Science, touches the spiritual and the material, the philosophical and the practical? I call upon all our fellow members to be more than who we are and inspire for times to come, to intensify our role to remain relevant to the emerging trends as transformative and future fit, sustainable in the newer world. Like we did, we converted the COVID adversities into our advantage and reached out to unserved sections of the societies and untapped destinations as we accessed our transformative potential. I feel it is time, like what Khalil says, how do we really progress beyond than referring back to what it is? I really emphasize, as a community, can we come together to see if ISAFS can really get onto the next orbit with much more heightened transformative role that it can play in the society to make a difference, to bring equity as well as social justice into the world of many communities. So ISAF's effort is to create platform for various ABS practitioners in India and overseas to come and share their work. And like Payal had earlier mentioned, ABS has really become part of ISAP's a new way of looking at how can we bring practitioners of ABS from different fields to come together and share, create a platform to share, learn from each other and offer new knowledge to each other and grow from there. So I'm very excited to share that this is our third ABS summit in the last 4 years. Last year we couldn't do because of the sudden outbreak of pandemic and we all were caught unaware. But this year we made it possible, but we also wanted to make it possible, not in a smaller way, but we also wanted to make it possible in a very global format. And I'm glad that today, more than 370 people across globe have enrolled to be part of this great moment. And I'm very excited that such a big platform has been created by ISAPS through the ABS Summit. It's really a proud moment for ISAPS at this time. I once again welcome each and everyone who are here present here in the summit. I acknowledge with deep respect and honor the presence of world-renowned speakers, presenters in the summit. I can definitely assure all the participants you will go away with enriched experience and food for thought from here. I once again wish to express my gratitude and acknowledge the enormous efforts, time, energy, the entire ABS committee, academic committee, digital team, PDP interns, volunteers, backend teams, and PMs for extensively working to make this summit a great success. Wishing you all an enjoyable and meaningful week, and I'm sure you'll go away with really good food for thought. I thank you and wish you all the best.